everybody, thanks for joining me and Ter, video 6, the next step in our Turkish Get Up series. Hope you guys are doing well, staying healthy, keeping some social distance, but also staying socially connected. And that's a big part of what this video series is about, is just sharing and exploring movement a little bit and making sure that we're all reaching out and helping each other even though we're physically maintaining some distance. So in our last video, we covered that all-important hip hinge to get ourselves set up to sweep the leg. So if you would be so kind, my dear, we'll cover the next step, which is the sweep, and then finish the get up back down to the floor. And then we'll talk about a couple of other details. So come down into half kneeling.
This way or this way?
Whatever you like, my little mermaid. My precious little mermaid. Half kneeling.
Oh.
Half kneeling.
Half kneeling.
She takes directions very well.
I was going to start from the
Not
beginning.
so much. Okay.
I was going to start
Very
from the
good.
beginning, sorry.
No. All right, so we're half kneeling. You've come down to this point in time, right? What are we going to do next? We're going to pinwheel that back leg and then hinge at the hip, maintaining a nice stable core, and return your gaze to your hand. Very good. I'm going to go ahead, since we're really emphasizing to practice this with a shoe for balance, I'm going to place that there. So at this point, we're now ready to get ourselves into the last two steps in the get up, which is post to elbow. In order to do that, we've got to create a connection between this, in this case for her left arm and her right hip and leg, so that she can unweight that left leg and sweep it underneath her. This challenges mobility, it challenges balance, and it challenges stability to allow all of this to happen while the eyes are on that, the posted arm and shoe. So whenever you're ready, Tara, do this as slowly as possible. Create that connection. Remember that static stomp into the floor on that forward leg side, and then sweep that leg out. You're now in high pelvis, and you've got this connection. It's a challenging position to be in. Now from here, we're going to go down onto the floor, into the post position. So this was position 2 when we were ascending in the get-up. If you need to adjust that post arm in any way, shape, or form at this point, do it. Keep that elbow locked out. Keep the back engaged here. All right, and then from here, with control, we're lowering down to the floor. Interestingly, that's a challenging move when you've got some weight posted overhead. Remember to keep the back engaged, and then with control, back down to the floor. That's it. That's all there is to it. The sweep is the challenge. All right, my dear. What do you say we strap some weight on and go through an entire rep? So I would like for Terry now to demonstrate a full get up from beginning to end, where we highlight each of the steps of the get up. So when you're ready, quickly, she's wearing well, describe what you're wearing there, my dear.
A padded
collar with Velcro?
Yeah.
Just to protect your forearm?
Yeah, it's kind of like the old slap bracelets, and it just protects the weight leaning against your forearm.
Right. There we go. Okay, grab your kettlebell. If you choose to progress to the point where you're doing this with a kettlebell, a couple of things that I want to cover very quickly. Number one is you're going to put the bell in such a position that it's resting on your forearm, but we've got to make sure that there is no break in the wrist. So go ahead and bend the wrist back. That's an incorrect position. It's a weak position. It's an unstable position. Ironically, it'll feel a little more comfortable on your forearm. But that's not where you want to be. You want some stiffness through the wrist and a good solid grip of the kettlebell. That's the most important thing. The other thing is, and we'll review this very quickly right now on the floor, starting in the sideline position. This is just so everybody that's watching, as time goes on, they may decide to try this exercise with the bell. So let's demonstrate it from the sideline position, Tara. So she's going to start on her side in what is a sort of a fetal position. And I'll go ahead and zoom in the camera so that you can see this, but she's got her hand underneath the handle of the bell and then her hand coming over the top of the bell, okay? So this becomes an important start to the exercise if the weight is heavy. Now quickly show everybody how they would transfer the weight from one side to the other. And basically what she's doing here, she'll show you, is she's dragging the weight around on the floor. So again, as the weight rises, we don't want to lift it and sort of move it over the top of our trunk or head. It's a little dangerous, and the weight could slip and we could become hurt. So all of these things that I'm sharing with you are about two things fundamentally. Number one, safety first. Always doing the smart thing to make sure that we do no harm in the process of trying to improve. And number two, we're preparing for heavier weights. And so when I do get-ups now, I'm doing them with anywhere from 45 to 60 pounds. And certainly at that stage, that's a significant amount of weight to put overhead. So if these elements are not in place, I'm not going to have a lot of success, especially doing that exercise safely. All right, so she's going to take that bell and grab it firmly and then bring it with her as she rolls onto her side. Then she's going to extend the left leg out. Now we're coming into that press position, so she's going to press the bell straight up. Okay, there's Mr. Crash. Did you hear him? Did you hear him crying for us? He's lonely. There we are, Mr. Kitty. We've been waiting for you to join us for this entire series. Hello. You're coming up to say hi? Very nice. Our kitty loves to train with us. He's a little bit, shall we say, needy at times. He gets lonely. Okay, we ready?
Yep.
You going to be able to move around him?
I'm not sure you should stay there.
What do you think there, Mr. Crash? All right, we're in the press position. You're getting tired.
Yep.
Press to elbow. When you're ready, he's just going to sit there and watch. Good. Excellent, Tara. Elbow to post. Post to high pelvis. High pelvis, sweep the leg to bend. Very nice. And bend to half kneeling. And the gaze comes and shifts forward. Look at him there. Don't look. Stay focused. All right. From here we come to standing. Nice work, Tara. Good. Now we're going to descend and come back down. Standing to half kneeling. He's stretching now. He loves watching you work. We're going to pinwheel that leg. Excellent. Hip hinge while we find the floor. Gaze returns to the bell. No break of the wrist, remember, my dear. Get solid and stable, then sweep the leg when you're ready. And down to the floor. Keep the back engaged. Excellent. Hand position looks great. Post to elbow, elbow to the floor with control. Bring the bell down carefully to your side. And don't set it on Mr. Crash's tail. Oh, that was awesome. You rock. Very well done. All right. Gonna join me here. All right, excellent. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this series as much as we have. We've really enjoyed sharing everything with you. Any last minute tips that you want to share with your audience?
Just don't give up. I mean, it's hard, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Show us your shoes.
Show us the shoes. And as always, if you have questions, please post them in the comments section. Crash, what do you think there, buddy boy?
Hey, Looking out the window.
All right, guys. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourself, and again, we'll see you on the other side. Thanks so much for joining us.